In today's video, I'm gonna go out shopping looking for a couple of brand new Funko Pops, showing all the items that I'll have available in my next Whatnot auction, along with a limited edition pop that sold out in 30 seconds and I got it in the mail. And without any further ado, guys, let's get it started. Here we go. I went to my local box lunch, guys, because they got in a couple of new figures that I wanted to get, plus everything was buy one, get one 50% off for Labor Day weekend, so no brainer if you wanted to get something for cheap that's new. Kaiju number 8 is new, not one that I'm looking for specifically, but I know a lot of people are really excited about these. You know, you never know if you can find a chase, so I like to look through things just in case. This Bubbles I totally forgot was even releasing, guys, with the little roach on the front. It's a meme pop, kind of a funny, interesting detail that they had, but I did have the pops that I wanted, and time to check out. Well, I can't complain about buy one, get one 50% off, especially because it's things that I wanted to get, even though, you know, Phineas is kind of nightmare fuel, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with what I got. Made my way over to Walmart, guys. I'm actually buying a couple things for an upcoming video. Here's a little bit of a sneak peek, but they do have a little bit of a Funko clearance section in here. Nothing that I'm looking for. I do like Abbott Elementary. I'm just not really into any of the pops, but $8 isn't bad. But let's head back over to their normal Funko section back there. And in the Funko section, I'm not really noticing anything for me, guys. I do like the new Toy Story pops. Those are great. Some WNBA is good to see too. Some X-Men, a little bit of MLB. I know that there's a chase involved in this set that I've actually found a couple of times now, believe it or not. But yeah, I don't really see anything else that's for me that I want to show off to you guys. So we're gonna head back home. Okay, back in the office, back at home, guys. Let me show you what I ended up picking up. Some of these things you couldn't end up seeing because it was on the back counter and everything like that. Well, pretty much everything in this bag. I don't think I got a shot of the back counter, but all of these are new. Everything was buy one, get one 50% off, which honestly is the best way. If you can ever buy Funko Pops, make sure you get them for a deal. Never pay like full price, but honestly, if you want something, you can pay full price. But I like to always buy things for deals. First things first, you guys know I'm a big Simpsons fan, and this is a brand new Treehouse of Horror Simpsons pop. This is the exclusive Crazy Homer. That pop is pretty darn interesting, not gonna lie. If I had to guess, I think it's based off of that episode. I'm trying to remember. My memory's a little bit fuzzy, but it was kind of like a reference to The Shining, I believe, at least. I don't know if the whole episode was, but yeah, if you've seen the episode, you know what I'm talking about. I'll probably play a clip.
Here's Johnny! Don't! David Letterman!
Hi, David. I'm Grandpa.
But yeah, this is definitely a really fun one, guys, and they actually had another exclusive not too long ago with the Krusty doll, so this goes along great with that. But I'm always really confused about like where these are exclusive to, because it doesn't say the store like it would normally would on the sticker, you know, in the past. So I think this is maybe just like a general, maybe like specialty series exclusive, and like Box Lunch and Hot Topic have been getting these ones in. And next up, guys, I've got pretty much all of the new Phineas and Ferb set. Starting off with the Nightmare Fuel himself, guys, we have Phineas. He should be displayed maybe like this way to the side, so he's not as, you know, like scary looking, I should say. But I mean, I love Phineas and Ferb, regardless of this being, you know, pure Nightmare Fuel. I am still gonna get it because I want to get the set. We also have his brother right here, guys, which isn't quite as scary. I mean, he's a little tiny bit off-putting, not too bad, but yeah, Ferb is looking pretty solid. I don't know, I would think it's probably pretty hard to turn these characters into Funko Pops, but they did it anyway, and here we are. And this is probably my favorite from the set, guys. We have Agent P right here. Obviously, he's different from your normal platypus because he has the little hat on.
A platypus? Perry the platypus?
But either way, I think this is the best looking one out of the whole set. There's another Perry the Platypus that I want to track down. I think it was like a Toy Temple exclusive. I think they might be releasing it at other stores here pretty soon, but it's the normal version of Perry. But I gotta say, these are really fun, guys. This was kind of like at the end of my era of watching cartoons, and so I don't know, I think these pops are pretty special. I would love to see some other characters made. Kind of interested to see, you know, what direction they go to not make them look so scary like Phineas right there. But regardless, I'm excited to have these in the collection. And if they keep making more of these, I wouldn't be upset. Moving right along, guys, I wanted to show off everything that's coming up in my next Whatnot auction. So all the different pops that I'm going to have available. And I separated it into two different categories. So these are just the things that are normally for sale. And then the other lot that I'll show you is everything that's involved in the Complete My Collection Challenge series as well. So let's dive into the first row of things right here, guys. We have the Dementor Pop and Tea combo. I think this is a size medium. So if you're that size and you like Dementors, you might as well go after this one right here. We also have Bane as well from the anime series and Scarecrow, which both are pretty awesome ones. We have the Eduardo from Foster's right there, the flocked one from Hot Topic. Very interesting one with Reagan puking, not gonna lie. We also have Sam, speaking of another fun horror pop. We also have the Scarlet Witch from Civil War and also Age of Ultron. This one's from American Horror Story. This is Elsa Mars and Ma Petite. An interesting little, I guess almost like a 2-pack in a way that you don't see very often. We also have the Supersonic. I think this is the first appearance one. The glow on that one's really nice. But moving right along, we have a bunch of Pac-Man pops. So we got Pinky, Inky, Clyde, and also Miss Pac-Man. Ones that I already have in my collection already. But yeah, they're available for this next upcoming auction. Steve from Minecraft. That's definitely a fun one as well. If you guys didn't know, Minecraft pops happened a good amount of time ago, and Steve has definitely been one that's a little bit harder to find, especially with the Minecraft movie that came out last year, but or was it this year? I don't know. Anyways, the one that just barely came out. But we also have the Terry McGinnis chase right there, Jubilee chase, and also the Cooper Howard chase from Fallout. So 3 new chases. We also have the Jedi Knight Revan right here. I almost said the Darth one because we have a Darth one actually here in a little bit. Pinhead, which is a pretty cool one from Hellraiser, Ron Weasley from the Quidditch World Cup, original Splinter, original Leonardo. You don't see the original Turtles pops very often, so those are cool. We have Asuka right here. That's a Comic-Con exclusive back in 2019. Adam Eve from Invincible. A lot of different Twilight pops in here. A good amount of them, actually. I think this might be close to the full like base set, if I'm not mistaken. Bella. We also have Edward, Jacob, Bella with the wedding dress, Edward with the glowing eyes, and also Jane right there as well. So some fun ones, and then some pretty good heavy hitter pops that are a little bit more expensive. We have the Harry Potter 3-pack with the Cornish Pixie, Mandrake, and Grindylow. So those are pretty awesome. We also have the Dunharrow King, which is one of the new limited piece pops, and we'll talk about limited piece pops actually later on in the video when I show off something that I got in the mail. But we also have the Naruto that's a limited piece as well, and signed. So all of these guys are just the normal stuff that's for sale, not attached to the Complete My Collection Challenge series. But let's clear these out and then I'll show you the rest of the stuff that I have available. And my friends, here's everything that's a part of the Complete My Collection Challenge series up to date. Obviously, I've got some things that you guys haven't seen yet that are pretty special, so be on the lookout for those in upcoming videos. But yeah, everything in here, guys, is going towards completing or contributing to that challenge series. So Kurt Angle right there, Toonami Tom. We also have Stingray, K3PO, Madcap, a couple of different Walking Dead pops with Rick Grimes and also Maggie, Earth 2 Batman, Freddy Funko as Lex Luthor, limited to 3,000 pieces. The Spider-Man 2099, I think that's a Walgreens exclusive. 2,500 piece Captain Proto from Fun Days. See, I was mixing up my words. I was going Fun Days too soon there. But we also have the Geico Wing Gecko, Worf from Star Trek. We also have Scream Symbiote. We have the Darth Revan. There's the other version of Revan right there. Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's a fun one. The Funamug Bears. That one's limited to 850 pieces. Kind of a lower price pop for what it's limited to. But we also have Iron Spider, Target exclusive, Alexander Hamilton, Invisible Girl, GameStop exclusive. I always thought that this one was really cool with like the translucent hands and the feet and stuff. I mean, that definitely makes sense for who the character is. But Diablo. We also have the Geralt Chase right there. Kiko Man Soy Sauce, Buckbeak, and also the patterned Freddy Funko from the Box of Fun a couple years ago, 2,000 piece. Oh, I almost forgot about these out-of-box pops, guys. These are also a part of the Complete My Collection Challenge series, so if you guys want to take a look at some of those, all the different ones that I have available for that, we've got some fun ones, some of the Myths, the Anti-Venom, Pedro, Spider-Man, and the Spider-Mobile right there. These are also part of the Complete My Collection Challenge series. And I talked about this in one of my previous videos, guys, but anybody that buys one of these pops or helps contribute to the challenge, I give like this fun little badge or sticker, you know, that says Complete My Collection Challenge Contributor. And yeah, I think it's just a fun little extra thing. But yeah, this is everything after the first thing that I showed you, and these ones are all going to be in the next auction. You can use the link down below as well. You can get $15 off if you want. If it's your first purchase and you want to purchase one of these or anything on the Whatnot app, you definitely can. But let's move on to a pretty cool pop that I got in the mail. Okay, last but certainly not least, guys, you know that Funko has been doing a lot of different limited edition pops lately. And if you aren't aware, guys, they have a whole tier system of like all the different limited pieces, what they're called, what their price is, and everything like that. This one was limited to 1,500 pieces. They consider it as a legendary, which I think is pretty cool. They kind of stole that name from like the Pop Digital stuff. But I've kind of taken the wrapping out already, guys, and I think it's interesting because this does come in a hard stack, but they kind of made it in like a bigger size box. It's kind of hard to compare, but I think there might be bubble wrap inside of here, and that's why. But they definitely sent this with care, guys. Like I said, in a hard protector. I was able to get the Chaos 1,200 piece pop from Sonic. Honestly, I love collecting all of the different Sonic Pops, and I think what I'll do, you know, after this video is probably take a picture of this in the middle of all my different Sonic Pops that I have. But I gotta say, this one is pretty darn sweet. I haven't really been a fan of all the different limited Pops that they've been releasing so far, but this was definitely a must-have for sure. Got really lucky, guys. Like, most of these drops have been selling out pretty fast. The fact that this one is limited to 1,200 pieces, you knew it was going to go really, really quick. And I think it might have been even less because I'm assuming some of these are probably shared with like overseas and things like that. So who knows how many were actually on the Funko shop on that day, but I am very excited to add this to my collection. Like I said, it's a part of that new limited edition program. You can tell by the sticker right there with the piece count, how it's all like labeled, the colors and things like that. But yeah, this is a really cool one. You'll have to let me know in the comment section below, what are your overall opinions of like the limited edition program, the pricing and everything. I think for me, it definitely makes sense pricing wise. It would be cool to score something, you know, at like retail that's this piece count, but I don't know. I kind of understand it if they're trying to make something a little bit more special and things like that. If they're cranking out so many limited edition pieces, I guess the pricing definitely makes sense why they would be a little bit more expensive. But regardless, really happy to have this in the collection. Let me know down below if this is one that you got lucky enough to get. And folks, just like that, that's going to do it for this video. A lot of random things, but a fun video nonetheless. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section below if you have any of the pops that I picked up today, or if there's anything that you know that you're looking for. Let me know down below. Also, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos like this one here. Thank you guys so much for watching again. You guys are awesome and the best. Like always, remember to be kind to one another. Always promote positivity. I will see you in the next video. Catch you guys later.